Okay, this question has quite a few steps, so let's take it one step at a time and start with at the beginning. So in the diagram shown, the perimeter of rectangle A is 18 centimeters shorter than that of the whole figure. So first of all, I want us to think about perimeter as a sort of string that's going around the edge of the entire shape. So if this green string is going around the edge of the whole figure, so A and B together combined, then the perimeter of rectangle A is 18 centimeters shorter, which means that if this is a string, the pink string will be 18 centimeters shorter than the green string, which means that this leftover portion of string here is equal to 18 centimeters. So that's just a way for us to visualize what that difference means. So now let's put that into numbers. And first of all, I'm going to name this length here. I'm going to give it a name so that we can refer to it easily. I'm going to call this length M. And that is going to be the same length. It's from here to there. So this is also length M. And if you think about it, at the very bottom of the entire shape, that is also length M. From there all the way to here. Okay, so let's work with what we're given now. If the perimeter of the whole figure is 108 centimeters, what is the rectangle of B? So long before we can start thinking about the area of rectangle B, we need to figure out all the missing dimensions. So it's worth mentioning that I also know that this dimension on this side is 15 centimeters, just like on the other side. Okay, so I know that the perimeter of the entire figure is 108 centimeters. As for the perimeter of figure A, rectangle A, how do I find that? How do I find the perimeter of something? Well, I have to add all the sides together. So I have 15 on one side. I also have 15 on the other side, so I'm going to add that. And then I have this length called M at the top and at the bottom of rectangle A. So I have to add that twice. 2 of the M. And then I know that there are 18 centimeters left over. So the perimeter of rectangle A is 18 centimeters less than the perimeter of the entire figure of A and B added together. Okay, so I need to solve for M. I need to find out what M is. So I'm just going to add together everything I possibly can at this point. So 15 plus 15 is 30, plus 18 is 48. And I'm going to rewrite M plus M as 2 M's. And I want to isolate the M, so I'm going to subtract 48 from both sides. Over on the right side, these two are going to cancel each other out, and I will be left with 2M. And over on the left side, 108 minus 48 is 60. Now to find out what the value of M is, I'm going to divide by 2 on this side and divide by 2 on the left side, and I will find out that M is equal to 30. So now I can go back and add that into my dimensions. So here, M is equal to 30, M is equal to 30, M is equal to 30. I hope you can see that. Okay, so what do I have now and what do I need? I have all the dimensions of rectangle A. But do I have all the dimensions of rectangle B? Not quite. I don't know yet what this dimension is here, and I'm going to call that n. So I've got length n on the right side, and I've got length n on the left side. And I know that the top of B is 30 centimeters in length, and I know that the bottom is also 30 centimeters. So what can I do next? I know that the perimeter of the entire figure is 108 centimeters. Let's just make sure we know what we're doing. The entire figure, so A plus B, is 108 centimeters. So this whole green string goes all the way around. And what does that green string consist of? Well, on this side we have 30, and then on going down this way we are adding 15 centimeters. Then we're adding this length n, and we're adding 30 centimeters across. We're adding n once again, and finally we're adding 15 centimeters to get back to the corner where we started. So let's add all that together. Oops, writing in white. So let's just remember, I started off with 30 centimeters. I have that on the top and the bottom as well. And then I had 15 centimeters on the right side and on the left side as well. And then I had the length n on the right side and the left side. So let us solve for n. Let's add everything together. 30 plus 30 is 60, plus 15 comes to 90. And n plus n is the same thing as 2n. I'm going to subtract 90 from both sides so that I can isolate the n's. On the right side, they will cancel out, so I'll be left with 2n. And 108 minus 90 comes to 18. I'm going to divide both sides by 2 so that I can find out what n is. And finally, I find out that n is equal to 9. So if I go back up to the top, I can see here that n is equal to 9 centimeters. To 9 centimeters. Sorry if that's getting a bit messy. Do I have all the dimensions that I need now? What is the question what are they asking? What is the area of rectangle B? What are the ingredients that I need in order to find an area? I need a length and a width, and I have both. So in order to find the area of rectangle B, I'm going to multiply 30 by 9. Area of, just going to write here, rectangle B is equal to 30 times 9, and that is equal to 270 centimeters squared.